Hello and welcome back. Today, we are going to be learning Onyx RipQ. This software controls the HP Latex printer. This software and printer are a little more complicated, and therefore you will use later in the book. Much like Roland VersaWorks, a lot of the technology in the software can be ignored. It looks more intimidating than it is. Click Open from the top left and find your file. In this window, ensure the box is ticked next to Open in Job Editor. After a moment or two, your file will open in this second window. This is Job Editor. This is the equivalent of the Settings window in Roland VersaWorks. This first tab is Printer and Media. Here, you choose your media profile. As mentioned previously, profiles are much more specific on this machine. On this tab, you will only ever enter the top 3 things. The rest are maintenance things or settings to connect an external plotter. This machine cannot plot, it does not have an inbuilt plotter. Go to the 3 drop-downs up the top. Choose the media group you need. Then, choose the media, or the closest media type to what you're printing on. In the list are options for wall material, vehicle wrapping material, clear material, standard material, amongst many others. If you don't know what the material in the list is, just Google it and see if it matches your needs. You just want something that is closest to what you're planning to print on. This machine talks about quality by using numbers, rather than saying standard quality or high quality, like the Roland. In the drop-down, you will see half start with 300 and half start with 600. This is DPI. The higher the DPI, the better the resolution. 300 is standard quality, 600 is high quality. The next number is 6p, 8p, or 12p. The higher the p, the more passes the machine does, and the more you can stretch the image without cracking the ink or affecting the print. A car print would need 12p for example, whereas a wall would be 6p. The other 2 numbers you can ignore. 6c means 6 ink colors are used to make up your graphic. This is the same for all. And the 100 or 110 is ink density. Thickness of the ink. Focus on your 300 or 600 and your 6p or 12p. Next is your Preview and Size tab. In here, you can resize, rotate, and mirror. You can also crop in this tab by pulling in from the edge and clicking Apply in the bottom left. When you choose to change something and hit Apply, you may get this alert saying you're overwriting your original file in the software. Click OK and carry on. Our next tab is your Tiling tab. To add tiles, or drops, click the Enable Tiling box. You can choose to add automatic, perfectly spaced tiles by changing the number next to columns and rows. Or you can pull in from the edges and place the tiles where you like them. Overlaps can be added at the bottom of this area. The next tab is our color correction area and has the same color spectrums as Roland VersaWorks. You can drag these left or right to add specific color filters over your entire print. The next tab is your finishing tab. Here, you can add bleed to your print, if you've forgotten to in your artwork. In order to use this though, your artwork must be saved to the exact size of your artwork, with no white space around it. You can choose to mirror your design for the bleed, or choose a specific color, or grab the last 2 pixels from the very edge and stretch them out. Grommets are little printed circles that can be printed at specific spacing the entire way around your artwork. Handy if printing banners and wanting to know where to put eyelets. Marks is where you can add either crop marks to your art or a border around the entire artwork. An example of the marks is shown in red next to the tick boxes. In here, you will only tick one of the top 3 boxes. The rest is ignored by you. And finally, the Print tab. In here, just enter how many copies you want, and hit Submit. The file will rip automatically and sit in the queue waiting to print. Now, go and load the printer. Once loaded, come back to the screen and hit Print Now on your right-hand side. Up the top here is the name and status of your printer. Down the very bottom is the recently printed jobs. In the center are the waiting to print jobs. You can pause them and prevent them from all printing together by clicking the pause button on the very left side. You can also stop in here, if needed.